She Rides Shotgun, starring Taron Egerton, John Carroll Lynch, and Sophia Heger. I set it up front because I just had to look at some of those names and I didn't want to forget it. So this is a film I saw in theaters, probably not long for theaters. Probably by the time you see this, it's long out of theaters, but streaming forevermore. This is a dramatic thriller. Wouldn't really call it an action movie, though it does have action elements at times. Story goes a little something like this. Not going to tell you the whole story. The story goes a little something like a little girl, a lonely looking little girl in grade school waiting for her mother to pick her up. Her mother's late. Seemingly her mother's late sometimes, so maybe her mother isn't the most dependable person. And then up comes somebody in a car, really sketchy looking dude, shaved head, tattoos, looking a little twitchy. The car looks like it's not in the greatest of shape, and he's like, come with me. And not like Schwarzenegger. He doesn't say, come with me if you want to live. But it's like, come with me. It's really important. I'm here for your mom, blah, 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 which looks like a kidnapping scenario. We quickly learn that this man is her father, who she has not seen a lot. Her father, who has just recently gotten out of prison for various reasons. And whilst in prison was made the enemy or made enemies with a bad guy, and a bad guy who controls a lot of the local crime and or drug traffic in the area. So this is a film where Taron Egerton, the father, and his young daughter are fleeing. They're on the run. They're on the lam. They're trying to somehow make good with the bad guy, much like Han Solo in Star Wars, make good with the crime boss and or get to Mexico where hopefully he can't find them. Unfortunately, this crime boss, much like Goldfinger, has a finger in every pie, and you never know who to trust, who might be on the hunt for these people. They have been given what they call a green light, which is basically saying there's a contract out on the father, Egerton, and probably the little girl as well. And it is this sort of very strange, very sad, very dark father-daughter bonding film where they're trying to make their fun while they can, while committing small-time crimes to fund their fleeing, while trying to dodge the law, while trying to dodge the hitmen or whatever you want to call it, who are trying to kill them. So there's a lot of violence. There's a lot of profanity. There are what they call adult themes, and really good performances. John Carroll Lynch as the bad guy in this. He always plays a nice guy. I mean, other than in Zodiac, where he played potentially the Zodiac killer. Generally plays a very nice guy. In this, not a nice guy. Very grim guy. Very good. Taron Egerton, very good in this as this sort of trying to make right with his family and the world guy who's made a lot of poor decisions in his life, and then just a whole lot of guys with guns, knives, and fisticuffs trying to get them. So not as much of a John Wick movie as I've just made that sound. It really is more of this father-daughter, father trying to make up for all the wrongs he has done in life while admitting he's still going to probably do a lot more. The daughter trying to accept him for who he is because she's the only, parent present for her, yet realizing he's maybe doing some wrong things, and occasionally father-daughter crime sprees. So there's that. So I thought this was good. I went into this 100% blind. I had never seen a trailer for this film. I think I saw, it might have been listed as action. I don't know. It was, again, a day where I had time to kill and I wanted to go to the movies and just have the experience of seeing a movie. And I love the ability to see a film without even knowing what it's about, because then the story just does what it does. I have no expectations. Nothing's been given away by a trailer. So I knew that this was a film that had a female in it because the word she was in the title, and rides shotgun, and maybe it said action. Maybe it said it was an action movie. Anyway, I quite enjoyed this for what it was. Reminded me of stuff like Hell or High Water. Not as good as Hell or High Water, but that kind of vibe, that southwestern crime, person on the run, very desolate, arid kind of environment, and very, very grim. And ultimately, I don't want to give anything away, but ultimately you might not be smiling at the end of the film. Very well done ending, where you're feeling a few things at the same time in the ending of this film, which I'm not going to give away. So anyway, I always want to say in theaters, but it probably isn't by this point. She Rides Shotgun.